Yo, good morning to all. 11 a.m. on the dot on Thursday. Um, so last night, the team didn't do great as a whole. Those two guys got hit up a little bit. I was in the green and the VIP was in the green, though. So overall, it was a good night as an entire unit. But yeah, on the show, Toasty and Sean took some L's. Anyway,
The damn Yankees.
yeah, the Yankees hurt all of us. Can't be
Every
trusted,
freaking
those
game
Yankees.
I was on fucked me.
I think I had a little bit of birthday luck on my side for me to slide in there and still finish plus 1.3 or whatever it was. All right, let's give everyone. I forgot to post on YouTube that we were going live, so let's give everyone an extra few seconds to join. Oh, to answer the message, the comment on the screen. Yeah, of course. So I'm gonna do a couple lives on win totals for NFL futures and college football futures. Also, there's going to be a post on the app. The college one goes up August 25th, and that's going to have all the win totals on there. I bet a lot. I bet over/under wins for a shitload of teams, and then it'll have like my top 5 favorites, maybe top 7 favorites for college because there's more teams. But you'll have all that. That's on August 25th for college football, September 1st for NFL. That's when those will be posted. All right, 11:01. Let's give one more minute. So yeah, last night was cool. Did the old birthday dinner. My brother's birthday's on Saturday, so the family takes us all out. That's all we do. Nothing crazy, but it was nice. I'm betting that Giants game tonight. Oh yeah, there's football on tonight. All right, 11:02. We gave everyone 2 minutes. We gave everyone a little bit of time to get in. So let's go ahead and start with Miami at Philly, and I'll go first. Yeah, I'm on Philly here. The problem is I was messing around at DraftKings and trying to figure out the best way to bet the Phillies, and I couldn't really find anything. So I'm going the Phillies money line at minus 165, and I'm going to put 1.25 units on it. I'll put a little extra muscle on it just because I'm laying such heavy juice. So Edward Cabrera is pitching for the Marlins. I don't know anything about this kid, full disclosure. But I will say I was looking at his game logs, and his 4 MLB starts this year, out of the 4 starts, 3 of them were actually really good. So even though I don't know him, I can't chalk this guy up as a scrub. His numbers look all right this year. Regardless of who's pitching, though, I'm betting the Phillies just because of how hot this team is. I mean, if I'm willing to fade Sandy Alcantara last night, obviously I'm willing to fade Edward Cabrera tonight. One of the hottest teams. So yeah, Kyle Gibson's pitching, and I believe he's had back-to-back good starts at home as well. So definitely on the Phillies here. Sean, I'm assuming you are as well.
Absolutely. The fact that the Phillies came back and were able to get to Sandy last night makes me feel really confident that this team is just, no matter who they're facing, they're going to put up numbers. Right now it's looking like the 85 Bears, the 2017 Warriors, and the 2022 Phillies as the best teams ever assembled. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the minus 1.5 with the Phillies here at plus 125, and I'm going to do that for a full unit. Kyle Gibson has pitched really well, and Edward Cabrera is a dog for the Marlins. He's going to be a guy in the future, but I just can't step in front of this Phillies train right now.
All right, Toast, what about Phillies train for you? Are you boarding?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I like the first 5 under 4. It was 4.5 last night, so it kind of sucks. I'm really kind of pissed off about it. Minus 115 for, I guess, just a half unit. I don't really like the 4 as much. And then Marlins first 5 money line at plus 125. I really like Cabrera. I don't really trust Gibson that much. I think the Phillies showed yesterday that it needed a little late inning heroics. So I'll take my chance with the fish.
All right, so first 5 under 4 at minus 115 for how much?
Half.
And then Marlins money line.
First 5 money line.
First 5 money line. At what odds?
Plus 125.
All right, cool. Got it?
Yeah.
All right, so toast on the Marlins side there. I do like that. Trying to catch a falling knife a little bit. I don't know, actually, because it's just first 5. So, all right, next game. Cleveland at Detroit. And Sean, go ahead and go first for this one.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't really like this game at all. Plesac has been atrocious. Don't really trust Hill either for the Tigers. So the fact that I don't trust either pitchers, I feel like the only valuable bet that I could make in this game would be the over 8.5. This game is at 1 o'clock. Should be in the afternoon. Ball should be flying, and that comes back at 108. So I'm just gonna play the over 8.5 for a half unit.
Over 8.5 for a half unit. You know what the odds are on that?
Minus 108.
All right. Toast, what do you have here?
I'm going to take the Tigers plus 1.5 at minus 120 for 0.75 units, and then I'm also going to take them on the money line at plus 135 for half a unit.
Tigers plus 1.5, minus 120 for a half unit, and also going to take them on the money line at plus 134.
Yes. So part of this is affiliate of Plesac, because I think obviously if you go through his games, you can tell that he's been struggling. Garrett Hill's been struggling as well, but he's already faced this team once and he pitched pretty well. His issue is his control. If he can get his control under himself and get through a couple innings, I think we're going to be completely fine here. Not to mention, I love playing Detroit at home during the day. It's definitely always a spot I like to play on them with.
All right. For me, I'm on this. I'm doing the same exact bet as last night. Detroit plus 1.5 and minus 120. Garrett Hill's pitching for the Tigers. He's made 3 starts at home this year. In Garrett Hill's 3 starts at home for the Tigers this year, he's 2-0 with a 2.70 ERA. Yeah, 3 starts isn't the biggest sample size, but that's nice. I like grabbing onto those numbers there. I'm not necessarily saying I trust him, but I definitely do not trust Zach Plesac, that's for sure. He's 1-7 with a 5.31 ERA on the road this year. So it might not look at it when you just glance, but the Tigers might have the significant starting pitching advantage here. I don't know. I mean, we need to see more from Garrett Hill, but he's off to a good start. In the past 2 weeks, Detroit is dead last in Major League Baseball in total team OPS. Dead last, 30th. But Cleveland's 24th. So even though Detroit's bats have been horrible, Cleveland's are right down there towards the bottom of the MLB with them. Neither of these lineups scare me, and both of these bullpens have been really good. So, using all that information, the bets I'm going to make are Detroit plus 1.5 at minus 120 for 0.5 units, and I'm also playing the under 8.5 at 0.5 units. So I'm on the exact opposite side of Sean there. All right. Toast, your mic is turned up. The volume's turned up on it. I think that's what it is. All right. So hold on 1 second. All right. Anyway. Next game. Texas at Houston. Toast, go first.
I'm just gonna ride Frambar. I'm gonna go Astros first 5, team total over 2.5 at minus 120 for a half a unit, and then Astros minus 1.5 at minus 145 for 0.75 units. I think they roll today. I mean, honestly, it's just Texas against the lefty on the road. They're 26th in Major League Baseball with a 67 WRC plus. I just think that Frambar with the Astros off a loss on Verlander Day is a spot that I'll definitely take my chances with.
What are the odds on that first side team total?
Minus 120.
All right.
It's 2.5 too.
Oh, it's 2.5. All right. Shit. Wrong person. All right, I'll go second on this one. And this is a really tough one to bet because obviously I want to bet Houston coming off a loss at home, but the minus 310 is insane. Wow. We got a lefty-lefty lineup here, and Houston is first in Major League... A lefty-lefty pitching matchup. I'm sorry. Lefty-lefty pitching matchup, and Houston is first in Major League Baseball at hitting lefties in the past 2 weeks. They've been crushing lefties. They actually passed the Phillies for first. So combine that with the fact that Texas also has a good lineup against left-handed pitching. I believe they're 10th in the past 2 weeks. So we have two top 10 lineups against lefties in a lefty-lefty matchup. And, I mean, Framber Valdez, a little bit of control issues, but he's nice. Cole Reagans has promise, but overall, I think the safest bet for me here was to go with the first 5 over 4.5 at minus 105 for 0.75 units. So I was trying to take a side really bad here. I wanted to take Houston minus 1.5. I actually had it typed in and then ended up taking it off. But yeah, so I'm on the first. I'm on the first 5 over. Sean?
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing as Toast. Not the team total. I'm going to do Houston minus 1.5, minus the 135. I'll do it for a full unit. I love the Astros yesterday with Verlander on the bump versus Otto. Obviously, did not come to fruition. But the pitching matchup in this one, I feel like, is almost as big as last night with Reagans on the mound versus Valdez. Framber's been really good this year. And I feel even better about it, the fact that Houston lost last night.
Yeah, Houston at home coming off a loss is tough to ignore. I will definitely be using Houston money line in a parlay or two, that's for sure. All right, next game. White Sox at Royals. Sean, why don't you go first?
Yeah, I'm all over the White Sox here today. I was on them yesterday reluctantly. Your boy Cueto let me down. But Cease has been awesome this year, especially against the Royals. If he should be in the front running, or at least the top contender, to win the Cy Young this year. He's been almost unhittable. Greinke at home does scare me a little bit with the way this Royals team is playing baseball at the moment. But I have to back Cease here in what I think is the better lineup and better roster in the White Sox. I'm going to take the White Sox on the money line for a full unit minus the 180. And then I'm going to sprinkle a half unit on the minus 1.5 at minus 108.
All right, got it. I'll go second because he said he's basically even phrased it the same. I'm on White Sox minus 1.5 for a full unit. And what he said about Zach Greinke at home is true. Dude has been so good at home. But if you look at, if we're going to talk home away splits, you got to also look at Dylan Cease's numbers on the road. And it's an actual joke. Let me pull it up. I just wrote that shit down. Here we go. Dylan Cease on the road this year. Ready for this? 7-1 with a 1.33 ERA. I mean, we're always talking about Zach Greinke's numbers at home, but these Dylan Cease's numbers on the road make him look like a AAA pitcher. And on the fact the White Sox have seen Greinke twice already this year, and were able to get to him both times, and one of those times was at home in Kansas City for him. Also, one last thing, the Royals bullpen, not only does it suck, but it's pretty tired right now, pretty taxed. So Chicago's fresher in that department as well. So even if Greinke throws a complete gem, like 7 innings, 0 runs, say the Royals are up 2-0 at the time they were able to score and Cease, even if that happens, the Royals bullpen sucks and is tired. So I still think we cover this minus 1.5. Definitely all over Chicago here. Toast.
Yeah, I don't know if I can say I'm all over Chicago. I don't know if I can trust that team. I mean, if you take out the 8 runs against Texas, they've scored 2 runs or less in 6 of the last 8 games. So I'm definitely not running to the window to bet Chicago minus 1.5. But the fact that you're betting it makes me think that it's probably going to win. So I played White Sox Royals first 5 under 4 at minus 115 for 0.75 unit to take advantage of both pitchers. So
that's solid.
Yeah. It's solid thinking, but it's probably going to lose. So just how it's been running.
All right. Next game, Cardinals at Rockies. I took a loss in this game yesterday. I tried riding the Rockies again. You ready for this, guys? So, I'm on the under here. I know. To take an under in this series, like, it takes serious cojones. I'm on the under 12.5 at -110 for a half unit. And I'm also going to take a 0.75 unit shot with the St. Louis money line. So, obviously, everyone's going to be hammering the over after what we've seen in the series so far. But I actually think that both these starting pitchers throw a good game tonight. Dakota Hudson has not given me much reason to back him recently. But I think people have completely forgotten about this dude. He was dealing at the beginning of the year. I'm a Dakota Hudson supporter. And I think he's due to throw a really good game. And I kind of feel similarly about German Marquez pitching for the Rockies. I know what his numbers at home look like this year. But I'm telling you, this dude can pitch at Coors Field. He was good at home last year. I know he can pitch here. I feel like this dude just continues to get bad breaks, and it's just always undervalued. So I think both starting pitchers throw decent games. Now, decent games for Coors Field. I'm talking 5 innings, 2 or 3 runs apiece. So not lights out baseball. That doesn't exist at Coors Field. But I think they both pitch well enough to keep this game under 12.5. And I'm doing the Cards money line strictly because of the Rockies bullpen, which is down there right next to Boston's. In fact, you could probably make an argument that the Colorado Rockies have passed the Red Sox for the worst bullpen in baseball. In the last 2 weeks, the Rockies bullpen is 28th in ERA, 28th in batting average allowed, 30th in on-base percentage allowed, 28th in slugging percentage allowed. So basically almost dead last in every single category. So Rockies bullpen sucks. So that's why I'm on the Cardinals money line in addition to the under. Toast, what do you think?
I'm just going to ride the Cardinals money line at -115 for a full unit. I think we saw him break out yesterday, but that's all I got. You guys can tell I don't really have a lot of behind my picks today. I'm in a slump. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's hurting me.
Right. It's all right. Yeah, you can hear it in your voice that he's like not even excited to be here.
I'm not.
Yo, AJ, that's what you said when I told you about Bubic. He was trying to make fun of me for backing Bubic. Next thing you know, dude's a bona fide.
In my DMs, ruining my picks. Beaver talking about Stroman, and then he got lit up. Go enjoy the beach. Leave me alone.
All right, Sean, what do you want?
I'm in the same wavelength as you guys. I thought I was going to come on and be the contrarian with the under. I'm doing that for a half unit as well. It's the Rockies versus righty. And then I trust Marquez to not get absolutely hammered to where I think that would need to be the case for this over to hit. So I'm on the under 12.5 for a half unit. Under 12.5 for a half unit. And I'm also going to play the Cardinals money line for a full unit. And then give me a stab on the Cardinals run line at +126 for a half unit as well.
Okay, all right. So full unit on the Cardinals money line. And you said that was +126, the run line?
Yeah.
All right, so Sean on the Cardinals as well, and the under. Nice, we're kind of all feeling the same way there. All right. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Next up, Pittsburgh at Arizona. This game sucked. This was the worst one for me. See, for me, I think the kicker is... So, obviously, everyone's immediately going to be on Arizona. Merrill Kelly's been good as hell. And he's pitching against JT Brubaker. So everyone's immediately going to be on Arizona, and rightfully so. I can't really get to Pittsburgh, but one spot I can find some value. JT Brubaker on the road is not completely practical joke terrible. In fact, he's got a 3.90 ERA on the road this year in a large sample size. He's been in the rotation all season. That's not that bad. Yes, the Pirates don't hit for him, so he doesn't win any games. But that 3.90 ERA, that's something I can hang my hat on. You combine that with Merrill Kelly, who's been very good, pitching for the Arizona. Combine that with two shitty lineups, because Arizona is better against lefties than righties. They're starting to come back down to earth, and the Pirates can't hit on the road to save their ass. So I think the best bet here, and you can get this at plus 100, is the first 5 under 4 at plus 100, and I'm going to put 0.75 units on that. I wanted to do as SGP with the Arizona money line, but I couldn't really find anything that I loved. So I'm on the first 5 under. Sean?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I don't love this game. I had the under yesterday in the game with the Pirates money line. The Pirates won, but that under did not hit, so I'm a little scared off of taking the under, even though Kelly has been fantastic for the Diamondbacks. So I'm just going to take a half unit and take a stab on the Diamondbacks run line minus the 1.5, and that comes back at plus 112. But that's really the only bet I see in this game to where it's worth even taking a shot at.
Did you say half unit?
Yes, nothing crazy.
All right. Toast?
I did Arizona first 5 minus 0.5 at minus 135 for a whole unit, isolating Kelly and Brubaker. So we'll see how that ends up.
Toast just sounds defeated.
That single pick Toast makes
I
today.
am defeated. I work for hours and hours and hours, and I hit 15 props, and then I'm on this show. I'm fucking red. It's like,
all right, Orioles at Red Sox next. Toast, why don't you start us off?
Red Sox money line for 0.75 units. Again, don't have an all about behind it. Again, they've been scoring a lot of runs, and I really just can't trust Dean Kramer on the road. So that probably means he'll be throwing a complete game shutout. So,
Sean, what do you think?
I am on the over 10 in this game. It's minus 104. I don't trust either of these pitchers, to be honest with you. The Red Sox just lost to the Braves pretty handedly, but they were scoring some runs in that series, and then the Orioles are putting up runs against the Blue Jays as well. I think both of these pitchers are worse than the pitchers that they faced versus their last opponents, and I expect these lineups to keep ripping.
How much you want to bet on that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Just give me a full unit.
Yo, Jason Linares, 100% right. Beaver does take more vacations than Kyrie Irving. Dude is never in the office. Some people care about this company and some don't. And he's showed us his cards. He showed us how he feels, and we got to respect that. I'm on Boston with Toast, and I'm playing Boston full game money line and first 5 money line, and I'm putting 0.75 on the full game and 0.5 on the first 5. Reason being, Baltimore very public dog here. I think I saw 96 or 94% of the money on Baltimore. A lot of people like the O's in this spot, so obviously I'm happy to be on the other side, and I get to fade Dean Kramer on the road at the same time. I actually like both of these lineups. I almost was on the over as well. It's all the way up at 10. Because Winkowski, pitching for Boston, he showed us that he really can't be relied on either. I think as a whole, at home in Boston, the Bo Sox has to be the play here. And I split this in half between the full game and the first 5. I'm trying to just cover my ass against a potential Boston bullpen blunder. Because that Red Sox bullpen has been so bad. So I feel like by spreading my money out on the first 5 and the full game, if the bullpen does blow it, at least I'm covered to some extent. So, yeah, I'm on Boston 2 ways here. Last one. Cubs at Reds.
Well, it's the Field of Dreams game.
Oh, yeah, Toast was telling me. I don't care about that. So, wait. The Field of Dreams game.
That's how hot he's running, guys.
What's up?
Listen, that's how hot you're running. You don't even need to know where the game's being played or anything.
Yeah, don't care. I'm on Cincinnati both ways here. I'm just going half unit on each full game and first 5. And honestly, I couldn't really wait to get this one down. I like both of these plays a lot. I love fading the Reds on the road because they just can't hit on the road. But at home, this lineup can 100% score runs. Also, we have a lefty. Yeah, but it's a home game.
Okay, I'm just saying they're not at home. So I'm just saying
They're in Iowa.
they're in Iowa.
But it's not like the other team isn't home either.
Okay, I was just making sure you understood. That's all. I just wanted to make sure you knew what was going on. I wasn't trying to be a dick.
Yeah, no, I don't care. Reds are it's also a lefty-lefty pitching matchup. The Reds are 11th in Major League Baseball in OPS against lefties over the past 2 weeks. Do you want to know where the Cubs are? They're 30th. And you want to know just how deep into 30th they are? You ready for this? They've had over 100 plate appearances, so this isn't that tiny of a sample size. In the past 2 weeks, the Cubs have a combined team OPS of 302 against left-handed pitching. And if you're not familiar with OPS, that's really bad. In fact, they're 30th at 302. Do you want to know where 29th is? 507. They're 205 points behind the next closest team against lefties. Everyone, it's just an auto out on the Cubs lineup against left-handed pitching. Oh, and by the way, the guy throwing for Cincinnati, Nick Lodolo, he's actually been pretty nice. Oh, not on the road. I'm not going to call it at home, but he's not on the road either. 3-1 with a 2.87 ERA. Not on the road. Definitely on Cincinnati here. Who cares about a stupid Field of Dreams game? Sean.
Yeah, first off, I want to start saying the MLB completely fucked this up. You had the Yankees and the White Sox last year. It was an absolute electric factory in the Field of Dreams game, and then you follow it up with two of the worst teams in baseball. This year, absolute terrible marketing. But I'm all over the Reds here. Money line, one full unit, minus the 112 on the money line. And I was going to take the under 9 was an original look for me, but then the conspiracy theorist in me started looking at it, and I think there's a chance that this is going to be one of the highest viewed baseball games of the season. And I think the MLB is bringing out them juice balls tonight.
Yes. What are you guys doing? Is it my turn yet? Here's the formula play that I like. Give me the over 9 at minus 110 for a full unit, and then give me both team totals over 4.5. Did we not watch the same game last year? These balls are going to be flying out. Not to mention, both these teams are horrible. This is like their one playoff game. I don't care what the Cubs have done. This ball's going to fly out in this Little League ballpark. Cubs team total over 4.5 at minus 110 for a half unit. Cubs team total over 4.5, minus 115 for a half unit as well.
So Cubs is minus 115, Reds is minus 110.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the toast we've been waiting for. If you build it, right? You showed up.
If you build it, Toast will give an emotional pick. All right. So Toast finally feels strongly about a play. He goes in on the over. I bet you the Reds win.
I don't love it now that neither one of you two are on it, but I'm literally shocked that neither one of you played the over. Like I feel like I'm missing something.
Neither is these Cubs is too bad against lefties.
Ballpark in the middle of a cornfield. What are we doing here? It was 18 runs.
I bet you the Reds win 1-0.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but we know the mic's bad. We're gonna face it for next time. Sorry. All right. So, I have a parlay to give out. Do you guys have anything you want to give out on this shitty 8-game slate or no?
Yeah, I got one parlay that I'm gonna be playing.
I'll go first. So I bet you me and Sean have like the same parlay. So I have Houston minus 1.5, Arizona money line, and Cincinnati money line, and that comes out to be plus 423. And that is the parlay that I'm dishing today. Sean, what's up?
Are they saying it's my mic?
Yeah, your mic's...
You sound really good.
Your mic's spiking. It's like the volume is turned up too loud on it. Are you using this one here?
Yeah, dude, I've never even touched that mic once.
No, there's a knob at the bottom. You might have touched it by accident. Right here.
Yeah, it's like all the way to the very bottom. Here, I'll move it a tide over.
All right, talk now.
You sound good now.
Yeah, it sounds good now. You just fixed it. All right. So yeah, that's my parlay. All right, Sean, hit us with yours.
All right. I'm going 3 legs as well. I'm doing the Houston Astros minus the 1.5 on the run line. I'm doing the hottest team in baseball, the Philadelphia Phillies minus 1.5. And then I'm doing the White Sox money line, and that comes back at plus 496.
All right. So just for shits and giggles, just for ha-has, I'm going to plug his 2 legs in with my 3 and see what that comes out to be. So the Phillies minus 1.5 and the White Sox money line. If you go all 5 of those legs we just gave, that comes out to be plus 1750. Just saying. And all right, so Toast, no hit parlay today. So that's it. Thank you guys for joining us today. I know that it was on short notice. These morning shows are weird. We never get as much people in here. But tomorrow's Friday, and you already know what it is on Friday. We got 15 MLB games. They're all night games. We'll be here at 4 p.m. like always. Tuesdays and Fridays are the most fun days. So come strapped tomorrow. Bring your betting shoes, because Friday night MLB is always a good one. To answer your question, you know what? So people asked about preseason NFL tonight. Don't take it too seriously, but me, Sean, and Toast, and Beaver will be in a group chat, and we'll drum up some plays and put it on the app, so you guys have them. They're not going to count towards the VIP or anything. I'm not fucking my record up to bet preseason, but we'll put some fun bets down so we can have fun. Yeah, so we'll post that up later this afternoon. Yeah. So you can
preseason football, quarter units only.
For real. Remember that
0.
1 year? You know when I lost faith in betting the NFL preseason? I think it was like 3 years ago or something. And Belichick, for the entire preseason, all 4 games, ran a dime defense, which heavy man coverage, and then didn't run that at all the entire season. He literally just ran a fake defense the whole preseason just to fuck with people. Like, you never know what these guys are doing.
It's just because gambling's now, it's so prevalent now. Like, you used to be able to just bet the Ravens every game, but now everybody knows that secret. So it's like I don't even know what to do now.
Yep.
And also, by the way, as a public, like a betting public, can we stop being so stupid? I seen a thing. I think it was MGM sent out a tweet today that said after the debut of episode 1 of Hard Knocks this year, they now have the highest handle for futures bets on the Lions to win the AFC North. Like, what are we doing?
I saw that. People watch Hard Knocks and are like, damn, Campbell, whoa, he means business.
He said I'll kick somebody's ass who has no thumbs. Like, what, bro?
I put on Hard Knocks. I made it about 10 minutes in, didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I can't do it.
He did somebody with no thumbs? You know what? Just leave that with no context.
That's what he said. He said. That's why I shared it in our group chat. I was like, "What the hell does this even mean?" He was like, "I don't care if you're missing a thumb and an ass cheek. I'll kick your ass." And I'm like, "What?"
The app is called the Sauce Network. Just search for it in the Google Play Store or the Apple Store.
I've seen that Aiden Hutchinson dance about 1,000 times, and I don't understand why it's so cool.
It's not cool. There's nothing cool about it.
All right, I was trying to make sure.
Let me get this VIP out for the baseball stuff, and the NFL stuff be posted later. Everyone, have a lovely day. We'll see you tomorrow for a loaded Friday. Hopefully Toast is back in the green and has his spirits back. We'll see. Everyone, have a good day.
I got hella write-ups for you if you want them.
Yeah,